All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is, what is it, December 15th? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. 2025. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It's your boy. We're back at it again. Clean haircut. And yeah, it's been a lovely week of Pokemon Go. Lewis got to enjoy Miami while I stayed at home with the family. But
Don't make it sound like it's so depressing not being able to go, brother.
No. Definitely not. No, I enjoyed my weekend, but yeah, dude, it looked a lot of fun for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I will just mention real quick. I did try to join one of your Snorlaxes.
Yeah.
And the game completely froze on me. And
Yeah.
Niantic was like, "Yo, I guess you can have the remote back 2 hours later." But anyways,
I mean, you made it. I mean, you tried to make it at least. When it comes down to it.
yeah.
That's hilarious, brother. That is hilarious. Did you open my gift or did you not open my gift?
I think I opened one earlier. I
Okay.
don't remember.
Yeah, I've been sending gifts like
Unless we're in a raid today.
No. I see that you did open the gifts, brother. It's crazy right now. It's like I'm trying to get to the next level and things like that. Also, the game, of course, is not showing up for us here. But give me a second for everybody listening to us. There you go. I have a lot to recap, this week, and we have a lot of news to go over because by the time we were done with the last podcast, we get like 5,000 news articles. It's like I just can't keep up with this game sometimes. So yeah, I mean, the last episode was out and about, so you guys had a chance to listen to it. Thank you so much. We appreciate it very much. But then, yeah, there's a lot to talk about today. But we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. Just a quick reminder, of course, this episode of the Purified Podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community supporters and patrons for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people, and I am can't even talk anymore. So don't forget to check us out at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor for a wonderful other podcast network out there that you can check out. So make sure you do. So yeah, how's it going, everybody? I mean, Oscar is here, Lee is here. I appreciate it very much. I mean, we had so much fun in Miami. But before I do go over my entire weekend haul and everything, I gotta at least hear what Chris has got, with the home-like feel, it's like staying home, getting all the cool shinies and hundos and everything.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the amount of shundos I got this week, bro. Nah.
Right.
Nah, it's been lovely. I know I'm freezing up a little bit on the camera, but
It's okay.
Let us start. Oh my gosh, did we have the December Community Day this week?
No, that was last weekend or the weekend before, this weekend. But you know what I meant.
Okay, so it must start right here. Yes. So it all starts with a Go Plus Hundo Stunky.
Ooh. Stinky.
I will take it, I guess. And then after that, I finally got a shiny that I've been waiting for. I got a shiny Nimble.
Ooh.
Which is very, that's one I've been waiting for. And then I got a shiny. I got a Hundo Timber. We already had one up for that on the Community Day a while back, but we'll always take a Hundo. And this is one I was very excited for, a Hundo Sprigatito.
Ooh.
After the Community Day.
I know, right? So, and after Go Wild area where you could get like Miascarada, Hundo, Mighties or something,
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I'll have to either wait to give it the frenzy plan or something, but I mean it still has the good move on it.
Yeah, they always do some things like that. Also, I do want to thank Terminal to actually following us here at the stream. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Always good to go through.
And then the two shinies I got this week were Timber and Ralts. Timber, it was a different Timber. It was not the Hundo. Yeah, very cool. And I finally leveled up to 74, so I'm catching up.
Nice. Yeah, you are catching up. I mean, uh, I can tell you
I
for
feel
sure
like
that.
the last few ones are gonna be the tricky ones.
Yeah, probably. Nah, I mean, it depends because it's just a lot of walking in this point, and a few other things. But everything can be done like consistently through the game normally. So, not too bad when it comes to that. But yeah, you got a pretty good haul. A lot of hundos, a lot of stuff that you did. You know, it's like,
It was surprising how many hundos, man. I was very weirded out.
yeah, no, I mean, you can't go wrong with getting that many hundos on a single week and everything like that. So it's a good haul regardless. But enough about you because I got a lot. I mean, aside from that, what else you got? It's like, did you get anything else? Did you hang out or did you just like stay home and with the family? Eh.
Mostly just working, because I work part time at Universal too.
Gotta
But
get that mula.
yeah, yeah, mostly just the benefits. But yeah, not really anything too crazy. Just kind of taking it easy in the events, trying to level up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game has been pretty interesting. I'm excited to talk about the new additions to the game too, because that's
True.
part of the reason I've been playing a little bit more.
Yeah, there's definitely more. We are in the midst of the Well and Arms event that we talked about last week. We have completed the global challenge within about what, a day and a half ago or something like that.
Yeah,
So
it was like right away. It felt like
it took a couple of days since the start of the event, so it wasn't really too bad. But once we got to it, I mean, it was fine. Everybody was like, "Oh!" I mean, it was during when I was in Miami when we were able to start looking for them. I'm like, "Okay, cool." Especially the couple listing. So I got a few of them already, and they're spawning pretty frequently in the wild with some research out there. So I'm happy about that. Even though I don't know if it's a good PvP Pokemon or not, depending on how it goes. So. All right, I think nilly-dally for the last few minutes here, but I gotta talk about Miami, So it is basically a hometown kind of deal. It did take us about 3 hours and a half to get there, so it wasn't really too bad of a drive. I drove the entire time back and forth, and we went back on Sunday night because we had some people that had to work in the morning today. So. Which again, it was fine. I didn't feel like it was too bad, although we did grind pretty well this weekend. It was pretty nice. So first and foremost, I did get to level 74 right before the weekend started. So I had to do the 75 eggs, I had to do the 999 great throws, and then the gifts. The gift, of course, I had to send as fast as I can. I held on like the day before I got to level 75, or I'm sorry, level 74, to start gifting everybody and everything. So by the time I did that, I just like start mass gifting everything, which it's been pretty okay, just because I just send as much as I can, and since we have the increase in the friend list, which we'll talk about pretty soon in a minute, it's been helpful because I'm just adding a lot of other people out there, which, it's not bad because of everything that's going on soon. Aside from that, I did complete most of the things that you can do in the game aside from the gifting. So I did hatch 75 eggs this weekend, or between the level requirements and everything, which was crazy. 16.8 miles walking Miami. That is crazy, brother. I think I did about the same, probably a little less, but yeah, about the same 16 miles. I mean, we were walking the entirety of Miami downtown, which was crazy. We stayed in Miami Beach, which was actually pretty nice. A nice little hotel around on the water and everything, so you can see everything. So it was actually pretty nice. The first morning was nice and bright. Cool as it wasn't too hot. It was really, really like the perfect weather to play Pokemon Go. So I'll take anything like that. But yeah, I finished all my eggs literally that weekend. I did it actually all on Saturday, which was crazy. I hatched 71 eggs and I hatched 4 before then, so that was crazy that I did hatch 71 eggs, even though we had the 1/4 quarter distance or half distance plus the meetup event and everything. Also, shout out to the community ambassador in Miami. Thank you so much for making an incredible weekend. Just all around, you were amazing. Everybody who participated in the meetups, we had well over, I believe, 1,400 check-ins for the meetup on day one, and then another 1,200 or closer to 1,300 for day two. So top-notch event for everything. Aside from that, we did have the stamp rally. So I'll show you this here. if you go to the scrapbooks, we did have 2 stamp rallies for both days. The stamp rally will award you with, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 EVs with the safari hat and the background per day, by the way. And then after that, you don't get any more. But then the stamps were pretty cool. I could have gone through the entire city to actually collect them, but I'm just like, I just want the EVs at this point. I don't really need to collect everything at this point. So I did get that. And then there was, of course, day 2. It was actually a pretty good part of the event because it was there. I'll tell you how the halls went in a second here. But yeah, aside from that, hang out with friends. It was super amazing. You know, just being able to see your own local community actually play with you and go to this event like this, especially because a lot of the outgoers, like half of them, that never have been into a big experience Pokemon Go event like this. While the other half was like, hey, yeah, this is just like around the corner, so we're just gonna go regardless. So it was pretty fun in all. All right, I know that, you know, I've been called enough. Let's see what I got this weekend. Let's start with the hundos, because that's actually less important, unfortunately. I did get 2 hundos. One of them was actually a 12-kilometer hatch, I believe, the day before the event started. It was a Pancham, so a Hondo Pancham, another one in the books. And then during, I believe, day 2 of the event, I did actually just like randomly catch a Kricketot, a Hondo Kricketot. I mean, why not? Yeah, that's it. That's all the Hondos that I got that weekend. You'll be surprised that I didn't really get too many Hondos, but the shinies were plentiful. So let's go and see how many did I get through the entirety of the weekend. That was 45 shinies for the entire weekend. That 2 days, by the way. So we start with Timber, Trapinch. I'm actually happy about this one. Brussich, the clownfish. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
I'm actually happy that I got that pretty early on. And then I did get a shiny Eevee with the background and his hat. And it's actually pretty cool that I was able to get. Actually, a lot of people in my group that actually got it. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 who didn't. But that's still pretty cool. I will actually lucky trade this with somebody who has the other another one, because we want to make sure that it gets to the point. But yes. I did get about 3 Oricorios. The red Oricorio was spawning in Miami during the time of the Safari Zone, so I did get 3 of those. I got a bunch of unknowns, surprisingly. I got the unknown G and the unknown M, I think is what it was. A lot of Timbers, a Manier, a Paris, which wasn't part of the event, but you know, it is what it is. Scarp, Emolga, Skarmory, Trapinch, Formantis, which actually it was the very first Formantis that I caught shiny since the release of the shiny release way back in the day. Not everybody did, of course. I think Oscar didn't. That's why it's going like that. More unknowns on day 2. More Timbers from the Go Plus. A Shackle when I was sitting down to dinner. That was pretty nice. I know you will be excited about that regardless. A YouTuber, I believe, from the name Tony something. It actually was there, and he got the Shando Shackle.
You took my Pokemon. No.
I know, right? Shiny Kricketot. I was finally able to get a shiny Mudbrave from research. Dude, you don't know how many freaking research I had to do for this damn horse. Or donkey, I'm sorry, I should say.
Horse?
Yeah, donkey. I think it's donkey first and then a horse later, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
So, you went to Safari? Yes, I did went to Safari. So, trust me that it took so long. When I finally got the first one, I was like, thank the Lord that I got this. More Go Plus shinies between the unknowns, the liquid Squirrel. I did do Gigantamax Snorlax. I didn't buy the ticket, so I didn't do too many, but it was funny when I got this shiny Snorlax, because I did get a shiny Gigantamax Snorlax. It was funny because we were actually walking to get the final few stamps, and of course we were just like joining randomly whatever Snorlax we can actually do. I believe it was the last particles that I was able to collect from either in a meetup or something, and I was like, let me just join this. Cool, I do it, everything. And then the game glitches out, and I had to restart right after I defeated the Snorlax. And I was like, oh my god, if I lose this, I'm like, oh man, I'm just not gonna be able to. And usually, what we're doing is just we're working around. At the same time, we're just joining raids and everything, or max battles. And I thought that I needed to come back for a few minutes just to get the encounter. Luckily, it has not respawned out of the power spot and everything. And then I clicked on the power spot when I did the raid, and of course it was shiny. So I was like, okay, I'm done with this thing. I'm never doing it again in my entire freaking life. I know, right? But yeah,
Shiny
Lord
Snorlax is one of my favorites.
Especially
Gigantamax. So,
Gigantamax.
like, small. Yes.
I know, right?
Sorry, he's not small.
Yeah, right. I did get a shiny Amora, 2 Kamalas, one of them from an egg, actually. The 7-kilometer eggs.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, unless background, I understand that. More unknowns, another marine, so I got like the collection. And I was actually able to hatch another shiny Mudbray, so I do have the family collected, and I'm just like, thank the Lord, I don't have to look for this Pokemon anymore. I'm sure I'll have a community today eventually, It's like...
Yeah, so that's a really cool one.
Yeah, I know, right? And then the last thing that I did was a final Reshiram. So Reshiram was like the feature raids throughout the entirety of the weekend, which was, I mean, it was not a bad thing, but of course, we did what we could.
It's still out right now.
Yeah. So. A friend of ours, Carl, actually got a 98 shiny Reshiram, so it was pretty nice. So contender for Silk Buttercup, I know, right? I did get finally a shiny Reshiram. It is not the first one that I technically have gotten in since release, but it's kind of nice to actually have the Miami tag on it. So I'll take what I can get at that point. And that's pretty much it. That was pretty much all there is. 45 shinies through the entirety of the weekend. I'm happy about all the Oricorio, so I'm happy to trade you one, Chris, whenever you get the chance.
I would very much enjoy that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know that Safari Zone has legendaries as well. I'm not sure if Cindy or Buenos Aires had different legendaries. I have to look to JT Balor's videos because he was in Cindy, Australia throughout it. He did actually hatch his first Shundo after 58,000 eggs, and it was the Mudbray Shundo.
Hey, that's a good one to wait for,
brother. I mean, like at this point, why not, right? It's like you get what you get. You do what you can, but still, it's like a lot of people actually that I saw online had the Shandos from the weekend, and I was like, okay, if I got a Shando, that'd be nice, but I don't need to make it my whole experience. I think just in all, it was fun to hang out with friends, your local community in another part of the world, or at least another part of where we usually are, and just have fun. Get the shinies are just like plentiful. I know everybody was grinding for it, and we did grind a lot. I did clocked in about 61 kilometers in the game this week, which was nice. It's always nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. After that, I guess the event again. The only differences that I had with this whole experience is that because there wasn't really a place to meet, like the only reason why we were where we were because we needed to get the stamps. And then thanks to the community ambassadors for Miami, they helped us just organize where we wanted to go, or if you wanted to follow a specific location and things like that. I was just happy to be there with my friends and for them to experience something like this for the first time. I know it's not the grandest of events because it is just a safari zone. You go through things. Go Fest, Go Tour, and Go Wild later definitely had some more ability to see when it comes out to specific locations. So it was kind of interesting. It's like we were trying to figure out where we're going to go, what we're going to do, what's this here and there. Luckily, campfire and everything did help us out. So I was happy to know where we, in the end of the day, could actually grind if we needed to in the end of the day. But that's my only negative thing about it. I wish they would give us a more pinpoint. And there was technically a pop-up place, like at the heart of the city. There was also a stamp there, but of course, things like that. And then, just kept on going whatever was possible at the time. So happy to say that it was a successful weekend. Wish would have started on extra night, but it is what it is. I don't think everybody would have mind, but it still was so much fun. Hey, Lee, or MM, how's it going? Appreciate you coming by. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. Technically, the last in-person event that we'll have for the year.
Yeah, let's hope we see some more in Florida.
Yeah, hopefully. At least maybe a little bit closer. than to home. You know, it's like I wouldn't mind it like to be at a Tampa location or Sarasota location.
Yeah, Tampa would be awesome.
Dude, that would be insane. I think everybody would just be like, "Let's go, come back, let's go, come back." You know, it's like, it's like I'm only asking for the inevitable. I mean, just go to Orlando. That's fine. Even a 2-hour drive is gonna good because you'll be fine with that. You know, it's like Tampa or Orlando. That'd be nice too. Yeah, but even then, all right. Enough to Laddie. I had an amazing weekend. You had an amazing time. So it's still pretty good in the end of the day. But let's get into the news because there is a bunch of things to talk about today.
Right after the last podcast.
I know, right? Go ahead and talk about the first event while I get everything started here for you guys.
Alrighty. So as we get pumped up for the holidays, you guys have already probably heard the music. So celebrate the holidays with new costume Pokemon during Winter Holiday Part 1. And oh my gosh, I've seen the Sudowoodo. I completely ignored the the Chargebug until now. It starts Thursday, December 18th at 10 a.m. to Wednesday, December 24th at 10 a.m. local time. Pokemon debuts are going to be the costume Pokemon Sudowoodo wearing holiday attire, Chargebug wearing holiday attire, and then Vikavolt wearing holiday attire. And for that, you got to evolve your Chargebug all the way using a magnetic lure and 100 Grubbin candy with the costume Chargebug. The Chargebug looks hilarious in my eyes. Event bonuses. Increased chance to hatch Shiny Pichu wearing a festive hat and Shiny Cubchoo wearing a holiday ribbon from 7-kilometer eggs. Shiny Pichu, I still don't... I don't remember if I got one or not, but that one I was fighting my life for trying to get. Plus, reach major milestones on your Go Pass Winter Holiday 2025 to unlock the following bonuses. Tier 1, 2 times XP from sending gifts. Go Pass Deluxe, you will get 2 times Stardust from opening gifts. Tier 2, additional items may be rewarded from opening gifts. Go Pass Deluxe will award you a half egg hatch distance when eggs are placed in the incubator during the event period. Maybe I'll be hooking up that. Tier 3, 50% more XP for winning raid battles. And Go Pass Deluxe, 2 times XP from catching Pokemon. All Pokemon. That's awesome. Wild encounters. Trainers may encounter event-themed Pokemon in the wild, including Swinub, Snorunt, Spheal, and more. You might even encounter Sudowoodo wearing holiday attire and Chargebug wearing holiday attire. And all of these Pokemon, they say, can be shiny, which is very interesting because it's Chargebug.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least, but you know, you get what you get in the end of the day.
Yeah, because Chargebug starts with Grubbin. Anyways, eggs.
Somebody likes Chargebug, you know.
Yeah. I think it definitely looks a lot better than a Grubbin in a holiday attire. Egg. The following Pokemon will hatch from 7-kilometer eggs, and they're all pretty good. Pichu wearing a festive hat, Smoochum, Cubchoo wearing a holiday ribbon, Cryogonal, and Snom, which honestly I think all of them have a reason to get hatched. The weakest one probably being Cryogonal, personally, just because of that research event we had a while back.
Right.
Raids. The following Pokemon will appear in raids. It's all three-star raids. Sudowoodo, Hisuian Avalugg, and Chargebug. Obviously, it's the costume ones. I think those are pretty nice. Hunt whichever one you want. And there's going to be new avatar items. There's going to be a Chargebug bag, nice and boxy. And then there's going to be a Sudowoodo holiday sweater. It definitely fits that ugly sweater vibe. Very interesting. Field research task encounters. That will award you with Stardust encounters with event-themed Pokemon. So keep your eyes peeled. Go Pass Winter Holiday 2025. Go Pass and Go Pass Deluxe.
Yeah.
Free. Yeah. It can be free, but obviously they always got to have that paid one available. So you'll be able to get rewards by collecting Go points, which, you know, a lot of you are familiar with it, but you can receive them in different ways. They usually have little quests for you to receive more. And it says you'll receive it automatically on Thursday, December 18th at 10 a.m. local time. And you can receive points to rank up and get additional rewards until Monday, December 29th at 8 p.m. local time for that. And
So
then,
it's I want to say it's like what, about 11 days Gold Pass, like 18 to the 29th.
yeah,
I don't know. It feels a little too short.
it better have some good rewards. That's all.
That's for sure. It just feels a little too short, especially if they're gonna cap it until like a certain time.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's not going as like crazy with the amount that they're gonna give you too.
True. Also, Haberg Bandit, thank you so much for following. We appreciate you very much. Oh, was not supposed to move that. Go ahead, continue.
So for about $8, $7.99, trainers can upgrade to the Go Pass Deluxe. That will offer upgraded rewards and faster progression. And then for $9.99, you can receive the Go Pass Deluxe and 10 ranks to automatically earn enough Go points to reach rank 11. So for this one, I'm definitely debating getting the paid one, because mostly for hatching egg for level 74.
Right.
But I mean, we'll see. We'll see how far that is, anyways, because that's 3 days away.
That's for sure.
Featured Pokemon and rewards. In the Go Pass, you can get an encounter with Snom, encounters with event-themed Pokemon, Stardust, XP, Pokeballs, candy. What kind of candy? And even more goodies. Trainers who upgrade to the Go Pass Deluxe can also earn a Snom beanie. That's really cool looking. Additional encounters with even more event-themed Pokemon, premium battle passes, rare candy extra large, and even more goodies. And obviously, when you buy it on the web store, they always try to throw in something extra. And it looks like... Oh my gosh, are they only doing it for the... Oh, no, they are doing it for both. Okay. Trainers who upgrade to the Go Pass Deluxe or the Go Pass Deluxe with the 10 rings will receive 10 Ultra Balls, 5 Max Revives, 1 Premium Battle Pass, 5 Max Potions, and a Partridge in a Pear Tree as a gift with their purchase. So if you want those extra goodies, definitely buy it on the web store. And yeah, I think it looks like it's going to be a fun event. Usually the part 2 is the one I always get excited for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll talk about that too, because we kind of already have all the news on that in just a few moments. But yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we got everything at this point. But, you know, surprisingly that we do have a couple of customs here and there. It's actually pretty nice to see this custom. Of course, somebody called Mystic 7 because, you know, why not? It's like the ability to get all of that goodness is also good. Again, I don't know why Charcadet instead of, like, you know, Charcadet or whatever his pre-evolution is, Grubbin and all that. But still, it's like, it doesn't look like a bad event, but it is what it is, you know. I always love the holiday events, just because there's always a lot to do, and plus the map changes a lot during the time, so that's pretty nice too.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for costume shinies.
Yeah. Don't tell Adam though. But but yeah, so that's that, the holiday event part 1. Now this is actually pretty important, and I'm actually kind of glad that we had this a little bit later in the week. I kind of wish we had it maybe by the time the last weekly collection challenge ended, because that would have been nice. But hey, we're here, so let's talk about how we're gonna become forever friends, even though we're forever friends regardless. But you know, it's like it's like, hey, you never know. I might just kick you out of the curve.
Labels. Yeah.
I'll kick you out of the curve, you know. So forever friends actually started rolling out sometime within last week. And they started saying it's like, we're gonna slowly roll it out for other people, so they were testing it. Those news, I mean, kind of hint a little bit last week format because we had a little bit of information, but not too much information. We didn't know it was going to happen until this, but hey, I didn't know it was going to be this early. I thought it was going to like wait until next year or something like this point. However, it's still pretty cool that now we have this new feature. It is trade remotely with your forever friends. It is now, as of Thursday, December 11, globally available for everybody. So if you didn't open the game until now, I don't know what you're doing, but now the game has allowed you to go, and actually I'm going to show it right now, the ability to actually earn an extra heart called Forever Friends. And there's new bonuses, as you can see. But we'll go over those while we go over the actual article here. So, trainers, get ready to level up your Pokemon GO friendship. Everyone can work together to the newest level of friendship, Forever Friends. When you become Forever Friends, you'll be awarded with a remote trade, which you can use to trade Pokemons with that friend from anywhere. Before I continue on, Chris, how do you feel about this?
I think it's something a lot of us were expecting. I was not expecting it to be something that we could unlock like multiple times with the same person without having to pay.
Right.
I will say it is going to take some time, but I do think this is very fair.
Yeah, I do believe so too. So let me go over real quick because I actually just friended a couple of people and I'm sure that haven't really gotten to those. So one interaction with a friend will give you 1 heart and you become good friends. So after 7 days, you become great friends. After 30 days, you become ultra friends. After 90 days, you become best friends. And after 180 days, an extra 90 days after that, you become forever friends. Yeah, that's quite a bit of it. So how many days is 180 days if you actually, like how many actual months?
Half a year.
6 months, right?
Yeah.
6 months to become forever friends with somebody. And that is, of course, if you do actually interact with that person on a daily basis, which is crazy. So by the time the beginning of the year and you're like, oh, hey, we're going to be forever friends. And by the time my birthday comes around.
A year later.
I know, right? But yeah. So how to become forever friends? When you become forever friends, of course, you can make a remote trade with each other. You can keep engaging with your forever friends to earn friendship points. Earning more friendship points nets you rewards, including experience and additional remote trades. But take note, trainers can only have 1 remote trade available with each forever friend. So consider making that trade before you get enough friendship points to earn another. So you technically have to already choose what you want to trade by the time you get to the point of forever friends. So an extra 90 days of interaction. Real quick before we continue on that, there is a way to earn a lot more hearts currently with the new weekly challenge it feature, which was actually finally re-released into the game after being a hassle for everybody else because nobody could actually complete it for some reason. You earned an extra 7 hearts every time you complete a weekly challenges with the group of friends that you go through. So
oh my gosh.
If you're actually counting this, you can actually become forever friends who you just started becoming, forever friends with. Let's say you and Chris, you and I, if we really want to become forever friends quicker, we can finish up the interaction about in 45 days instead if we do weekly challenges every single week.
I was going to say that's twice as fast since it's once per week.
Correct.
So that's very cool.
Yeah. Also, I did send you an invite for the next collection challenge or the weekly challenge.
Where's my phone?
Just to make sure that you are aware that was the case. But
I got to make sure my buddy knows because I did not know about the 7 extra.
Yeah, so it's an extra 7 hearts, which is actually incredible. So if you want to time it out with somebody, or if you're actually thinking of wanting to do a trade with somebody in the next 45 days, that will be the best way to go about it. And that is, of course, not including the already extra interactions you get daily when it comes down to this person. So you got to make sure of that. Friendship points. Friendship points are the new way to track your friendship progression with each other trainers. Trainers can earn up to 1 friendship point per day with each friend by battling together, trading, sending gifts, or completing other interactions. Trainers can also earn additional friendship points by completing weekly challenges together, which we just mentioned. So, remote trades, and how is this going to work? So I'm going to go word by word how this really actually works at this point. just because it is a little convoluted, but it's also like understandable if you actually know what you're doing in the other day. Also, thank you for everybody who's actually opening gifts. Please open your gifts. I'm sending gifts all day today. So get ready for your first remote trade. You'll be asked to use a special remote trade tag to mark the Pokemon that you will be willing to trade with your forever friend. Once you become forever friends with somebody, you'll each be able to see the Pokemon that the other person has marked with the remote trade tag. These are the Pokemons that are willing to trade. To kick off a remote trade, each trainer takes turns selecting up to 3 of their friends' tag Pokemon that they will be happy to receive. These quote-unquote wish lists are sent to other trainers. To the other trainer. Each trainer selects one of the requested Pokemons to offer to the other. Both trainers then review the final offering and then have a chance to confirm or cancel. Throughout the remote trade process, either trainer has the option to decline the current request and start the process over. So you're not entirely locked into a trade if you choose something that you don't want. You can choose to pick and choose. Now, I do believe this is a great way to go about the whole thing, because let's say you have somebody who you have interacted for the last 180 days and yet you barely have any communication with this person, and you're like, what am I supposed to do to learn what you want and things like that, especially because, you know, I have so many friends in my friends list, which I'm probably going to start deleting because nobody plays anymore. But I have a lot of lucky friends and everything that I just don't interact with on a daily basis anymore. Yeah. And even so, if I actually get to the point where we do become forever friends, I don't know what you want. Like, how am I supposed to know that? It's people that I just randomly added, and then all of a sudden I just become, you know, good friends with them anyways, and just in the game. So this is a good way to really know that you are not, you know, kind of BSing whatever you're training with somebody at this point. So it's actually a kind of nice feature in the end of the day. If you're lucky friends, your next trade will be lucky, even if it's remote. And remote trades don't count as a special trade, regardless of which Pokemon were traded remotely. This is actually a great part of the feature.
That's awesome, yeah.
That means that regardless of you becoming lucky friends and are able to become forever friends, if you do a remote and a lucky trade, even if it's a legendary or anything like that, it will not count as your special trade for the day, which is incredible. I love it. I love it. The following Pokemons cannot be included in a remote trade. So Pokemons caught in the last 30 days. Makes sense, because you really don't want to start trading things that are like right off the bat, especially new Pokemons that you catch if you actually get to that point during the interaction. Previously traded Pokemons, Shadow Pokemons, Mythical Pokemons, Pokemon defending gyms or power spots, Pokemon currently set as your buddy, actively Mega Evolved Pokemon, Fuse Pokemon, Crown Sword Station or Crown Shield Samacenta, and then Pokemon's placed at Pokemon Playgrounds. So pretty standard on the trade value. I think the only thing that's added to the list was the Pokemon caught in the last 30 days. So everything else, it seems like it goes over everything that we know about trades anyways. So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, once you do your lucky trade with the remote trade, you will no longer be lucky friends, which it makes sense. You know, that's normal. We did actually talk about what the weekly challenges, which allow you to, as a group, challenge each week and earn rewards, including XP, additional friendship points, and all the shabam. Additional updates. The max number of friends increased from 450 to 650 over the next several weeks by increments of 50. Yeah, 650 friends. And then the limit's still the same, though. So you can only send about so many gifts and open up so many gifts. So why, Niantic?
Hopefully that changes.
If it does, that'd be great. But please, for the love of God, just give us the ability to open more gifts or send more gifts, because we really do need that. When you can only open up to 50 gifts per day, it's like detrimental to 650 Pokemon players. So it's really that hard. There will be a free time research opportunity available to trainers to start on Monday, December 15 at 10 a.m. to Monday, December 29 at 8 p.m. local time. Technically, by the time you're listening to this podcast, it's already there. But as the recording of today, you can actually go to your time research and see this. It's a pretty easy one. Complete the time research to encounter a scatterbug. Time research tags will also award you with experience, status, and more. So this is like a pick-me-up research at the end of the day, but still pretty nice. I'm almost done with it anyways. Yeah. I believe that this new feature will have a great implementation for people who have become friends with people around the world. Imagine if I had somebody from Australia who I haven't seen in like years, and this person probably doesn't actually come to the States. I can go to their country and things like that, and I'm just like, well, we're never going to be able to do a lucky trade ever again, unless somebody logs in somewhere closer by. But still, it's like, I'm like, it is kind of nice. Now, let me ask you, Chris. Out of the first question is, are you happy with this change?
For like leveling up to forever friends and all that?
Yes, and the remote trading in general.
I think the biggest winning points of it is being able to remote trade somebody that lives so far that it would be really unrealistic for us to meet anywhere other than Go Fest. And even then, like, that's asking a lot of somebody to, meet up with you on a day in Go Fest. Because what if, one person goes a different day than another one?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a lot of factors that have to line up.
Yeah.
So being able to remote trade somebody from the convenience of, being wherever you're normally going to be at is fantastic. And the fact that it doesn't count as a special trade is insane. That means that, if we're able to do multiple, remote trades in a day, then that's pretty insane. Because you can do a lot of legendary Pokemon in a day.
True. That it kind of nice when it comes down to it. So, now the second question to this whole thing: will this break the currency regionally of the game? Because now you'll be able to trade with somebody who's across the world, and they can give you, a Kangaskhan, a Farfetch, anything of the regionals that's been out there. A lot of people are actually concerned that this is actually breaking the core values of the Pokemon sphere, like Pokemon GO sphere at this point. What do you think about that?
I definitely understand why people would be upset, because it takes away a lot of the exclusivity of a certain Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, even if you're, a purist that, believes like the game should always be played the same way as when it was first introduced, I still think that being able to get a hundo and lucky and, trading Pokemon that are exclusive to different areas, as long as, as long as it's getting received in a legit way that, is introduced by the developers, then I don't think that's a bad thing.
True. I agree when it comes down to it. I think that it's something that we needed for the longest time just because of the way that the game works. It's not...
And they don't make it easy.
Right. It's not groundbreaking. You definitely need... If you're really meeting somebody, or you're like, okay, this is how we're going to do it for the next 6 months. If we really want to grind this and actually get something lucky from a regional place that you've never really been before, or you're never going to go regardless, it's good, because in the end of the day, that makes it accessible for everybody and all the trainers out there. Now, if in 6 months, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore, and I don't want to interact with this person, or even just quit the game at this point, it's like, okay, so you lose your chance here. You're gonna have to go another route to go through it. The limitations are seamless, I would just say, because it doesn't feel like it's impossible to get to this point. Like, we know that Chris and I are going to interact almost every day to make sure that we get this interaction thing going. But it's not groundbreaking to the point where I'm just going to be like, hey, it's time to actually become lucky friends. Lucky friends or forever friends again, and then do remote here and there. I can meet Chris at any point whenever we do get the chance to meet, because we're not too far apart. We're just, a couple hours away here and there.
By the way, we did hit lucky friends the other day.
I did say that. So you better come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not giving you the EV. Anyways, but yeah, it's the small little things that you gotta do. Like, if you really are interacting with your main community anyways, the only reason to become forever friends with that person is to just do a quick a quick trade with somebody and then just continue on with your life at that point. It doesn't break the format. You cannot trade so many things, so many ways every single time. Yeah, I know, right? I gotta do it. Actually, why did we do our lucky trade when we were over there in Miami? I don't understand. We completely forgot, didn't we?
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think a lot of the rules are definitely good implementations. I like not being able to trade Pokemon caught within the last 30 days. Because that's not something in a normal trading window.
Right. Yeah,
So
I mean, I can
it
trade.
is keeping some exclusivity.
Yeah, and that's the best part when it comes down to it. It's like, yeah, you can hold on to a regional for like 160, 180 days regardless, but it doesn't change the fact that you really have to plan out a good chunk of the way. And I'm sure this community will do it. Like, don't get me wrong, Pokemon Go has one of the most dedicated communities when it comes down to actually getting this. Like, I'm gifting daily, I'm opening gifts daily, send me raids, this and that. There's always something out there when it comes down to it, but in the end of the day, it's to the casual, to the people who play this for fun, or to people who just in general just enjoy the game. They're not gonna go all over the place to try to see about it. I mean, there's still so much when it comes down to just going to the place of meet. If I ever go to Europe, it will be amazing to get Pokemons from there. But yeah, it will be amazing to get the regionals because I'm not spending so much time just doing things like that, or same with Australia, Japan, whatever the case that I wanted to go to. It will still be amazing because the interaction and the experience is still there, which is something that a lot of people are actually missing when it comes down to this game. It's not just about the things that you get in the game. It's about the experience that you'd go to and play the game. Just like when I went to Miami last weekend. If I wasn't there with friends, I don't think the experience would be the same. If I would have been a solo trip and then all of a sudden I'm just like going around, it's like, well, who am I going to talk to about the things that I got? It's like, I don't understand, it's like, it's those small little things that I love about this game. It's not just the enjoyment of me catching everything out there or doing and getting things exclusively. It's about the people that I share it with at the end of the day. And that's the point that I want to see
the
about
experience.
Yeah, so again, I don't think it's groundbreaking. It is going to change the currency in some ways, but overall, the requirements are just up there to the point where you're going to have to be dedicated enough to know where you're going, so... That's great. All right. So let's get into the next piece of news. How about you let us know about this one, Chris?
Sure. We'll rush through this one.
Yeah.
Celestial Research Day on Saturday, December 20th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. I thought it would be something crazier, but it makes sense. It is Lunatone and Solrock. They will be in field research that is event exclusive. And field research will refresh starting at 2 p.m. local time. And you will have an increased chance of encountering shinies. Paid timed research will be available that will challenge you to complete the field research task to encounter even more future Pokemon and earn XP and Stardust. If you buy it on the web store, you will get an extra 2 rare candies. So, you might as well. It is $2, by the way. So you're, I mean, you were going to pay those $2 anyways, but you will get the 2 extra rare candies.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I got over 1,700 red candies right now in my inventory.
I wish I had that many. I keep using them on Palkia, to be honest.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, I got to actually start dumping a few things because I'm starting to lose my storage here. But at the same time, we had the new bonus in the Gold Pass. I actually unlocked it not too before the weekend. And I had about 380 extra large candy.
Dude, I have like 400 right now.
I have 400 right now too. That's just like,
and
insane.
I'm like, what am I doing with this extra large?
I think I'm gonna power up my sage or my mythicals at this point, because if I get this many before the end of the month, it's crazy. It's like, whew. All right, cool. Also, I did get my Palkia, but the Palkia did not have a seasonal background. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, it did not have the seasonal background experience.
I don't know if my buddy did. Like, my buddy caught his today. I don't know if his did either.
Yeah.
Or if it gets a background period.
I don't know. I'm surprised that they didn't. And I'm just like, it wasn't that the point of the whole thing? It was like the exclusivity of the Go Pass. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so Lunatone and Solrock, already really shinies. It's kind of nice to see them. I got both shinies. I really don't need more than that at this point. So it is what it is. Actually, do I have Solrock shiny? I think I keep feeling
I need Lunatone.
I have Lunatone. What is it, Gen 3?
Gen 3.
Yeah. Is it Gen 3? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got both shinies. So I mean, it's one of those days where like I could just skip it. I mean, it's like nice Shundo chance. I might just go for a couple hours. It also depends on the community at this point. If I want to do it, I want to do it. It's like
I'll see what's going on that day.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But let's get into a little more informational wise here when it comes down to it. Let's get into the first community day of next year. And we kind of feel like we knew this was happening, but
long overdue.
That's right. January Community Day Grookey. It's the first feature community day of 2026. Happening on Sunday, January 18th from 2 to 5. Grookey, the chimp Pokemon, which I never know it was a chimp, but that was a monkey, will be featured during the January's Community Day. Of course, it will be in the wild, and it can be a shiny. And if you're lucky, you a shiny that has a special background. I thought they would get rid of backgrounds.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to get rid of the ones having the special backgrounds in the wild, like they were just testing it, or maybe they just know people liked them so much, so That's why they put it back in.
True, and you never know. Feature attack, of course, if you evolve it all the way to Rillaboom, it will know the charge attack Frenzy Plant. At the attack ability update, starting with the event and continue afterwards, Rillaboom will learn the charge attack Drumbeat. Drumbeat has 60 power and lowers the opposing Pokemon's attack by 1 stage. That is actually pretty nice. And then Gyms and Rays, it has 115 power. Still pretty strong, to say the least, but for both categories of the game. Of course, we do have our special drowsy power for some reason. But anyways, Community Day special research for $1.99. More special encounters with Grookey and with the special background, which is, again, interesting when I say the least. Additional encounters with Grookey, 1 premium battle pass, 1 rare candy, etc. Event bonuses, 3 times Stardust for catching Pokemon. So this is a Stardust event. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, 2 times chance for trainers 31 and up to receive Candy XL. Incense will be activated for 3 hours. Snapshots during the Community Day for a surprise. Lore modules will last for more than 1 hour to attract the featured Pokemon. Special trade can be made for 3 for the day because we do have the seasonal bonus. Trades will require 50% Stardust or less Stardust for trades. And then the lore modules will also have the active ability to get shiny with a special background. So this is actually continuing on for this month, even though November, I really thought that they'd say it is like we're kind of done with this kind of thing, but hey, kudos to them. Fear Stats, Community Day Box, Ultra Box in there, and all the shabam. So, are you excited for our final starter until Gen 10 comes around, Chris?
We didn't get Sobble in the other one yet, right?
I'm saying that we're in the midst of the final starters before this happens, though.
Oh my gosh.
Because Grookey, Sobble, and Scorbunny will be next year's Community Days at some point within the year. And knowingly...
If they don't announce Gen 10, like, ASAP, like, we're going to have some interesting Community Days coming up.
Well, we're definitely going to have to change the way that Community Days are done, especially of what Pokemons will be featured. We're having a lot of classics, which we'll actually talk about this in just a few moments, but are we happy that we got into this point after almost 10 years of this game? I mean, yes, it's 10 years. They spread it out pretty much for the last 10 years. I'm kind of surprised they didn't Gen 9 before Gen 8, but it is. But we're on the midst of the last year of starters before the next generation comes around. It's going to be an interesting one. But are you excited for Grookey? I'm actually excited about this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I ended up picking Grookey as my first starter in Sword and Shield, and that was the game that got me back into the main series.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm definitely excited, and yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what they end up doing after they announce all the starters.
That is right. We'll see how it goes when it comes down to it. All right, let me get into this one before I let you into the next person news, because this is important. This is very important because even though we kind of already knew a couple of months back, it is now officially being revealed. Save the date. Pokemon GO Fest returns in 2026. Look forward for 2 in-person festivals in Tokyo, Chicago, and Copenhagen, which hopefully I said that correctly. But 3 events, of course, 3 different parts of the world. So trainers, next summer, again, we're 6 months in advance in information on this, but next summer, get ready to embark on a journey of a lifetime for when Pokemon GO Fest returns for 2026, celebrating 10 years of community discovery and exploration. Of course, check back for more regular and more information on how to join the fun. The best way to experience Go Fest is in person. We invite trainers to join us at the 3 in-person events in the following cities and dates. Tokyo at Bay Area. This is happening at the center of Japan, which is freaking crazy. Event dates happening from Friday, May 29, all the way to Monday, June 1st. It is an extended Go Fest for Japan. Because we have Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 4 days? Or am I missing?
Gosh.
Hold on. Let me finish this. Tickets citywide experience will begin on Monday, May 25th for them. So 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and then 1st. 6 days.
They probably know how much it sells out now.
It's 10... Dude, it's the 10-year anniversary. That's the crazy part. But still, it's like 6 days of Go Fest. I kind of wish I could go, but damn.
I'll see what I can do.
I can, no, not for Tokyo. But
I love Japan. I really want to.
I wish I could go. And then we have Go Fest Chicago at Grand Park. Our very first Go Fest experience technically was there, but it is, of course, one that we are lovely to come back. I love the city of Chicago. This is something that I definitely want to continue going back if I have to.
Definitely the easiest one to get to.
Yes. Event dates happening from Friday, June 5th, all the way to Sunday, June 7th. Ticketed citywide experience will begin on Thursday, June 4th. So we actually get a little bit of time, less time than Tokyo, but it is nice to have the extra day for anything that you want to do before the day of the weekend. I will actually play most likely Friday as my gameplay experience for the Grand Park experience, because I just want to get that part out of the way, special research and whatever, but then everything else is fine, It's like the weekend itself is just going to be fun. And then Go Fest at Copenhagen at Fadel Parken. I'm sorry again if I'm butchering. I'm sorry for the way that I say things. This happening on Friday, June 12th, all the way to Sunday, June 14th, a day before my birthday, surprisingly. And this citywide experience will happen on Thursday, June 11th. So if anybody wants to become, forever friends right now, I kind of want to, because I want to actually get something for my birthday. We'll talk about this. But anyways, we are looking forward to celebrating with trainers from all around the world. More information will be, of course, revealed as we get closer to the dates. I'll say this, Chris, now, I'm super excited. I love Chicago. Definitely a city that I wanted to come back for the longest time. I know technically the first time that I went to was in 2019. It was during my birthday weekend that time. There were so many experiences. I went with some locals and everything. Did you go there? Did you go
to? I was there, I believe, because I'm pretty sure I ended up giving you my shiny Eevee that I caught there after the fact.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was something that we wanted to trade from the event or something. That Eevee. Let me see if I still have it. I think I evolved it to a Sylveon. Yeah, it was the lucky Sylveon with the Chicago card. Yeah, the Flower Crown. Yeah. Thank you. That might be my next my gold battle cap if that's the case. But so Chicago. Oh, Chicago. I really do I love that city. It was the very first time that I actually went in on a full solo trip, and I met so many wonderful people. I actually met the network through Chicago and
Oh
all the
my
YouTubers
gosh.
and everything. Yeah, I've met a Ken, Adam, a lot of other people. I did Psionic and Kings and everybody. Like it was crazy, and then after that, it's just like it snowballed into a craziness of it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might be able to join you out there, especially since we got some family over in Illinois. So I think I might be able to make my way
nice.
downtown.
Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, I mean, once we get more information, we'll definitely do. The network is already working on it. So definitely we're going to be having some Airbnbs and things like that happening in the closer to Chicago, so which is nice. And I'm also always excited to see them again because it's just become such a tradition to see everybody up there. So love it. All right, that's Chicago and that's GoFest. So how about part 2 of the holiday event, Chris? Also,
Yep.
I know we're running a little bit long, but hey, we got a lot of news to cover here today. So
Ton. Yeah, Winter Holiday Part 2. And somebody's been naughty because we're getting coal with Rolly
and I lost Chris. Hang on.
Wednesday, December 24th at 10 a.m. to Monday, December 29th at 8 p.m. local time.
You didn't even
Event
notice
zone.
you actually locked out of the stream for a second, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, you took you a second to come back, but yeah, you were like going through it. It's fine. Continue.
Oh. Event bonuses. Catching event-themed Pokemon in the wild may award items such as Fast TMs, Charge TMs, Silver Pineapple Berries, Golden Raspberries, and a rare candy. Increased chance to encounter Shiny Stantler wearing a holiday outfit and Shiny Dedenne wearing holiday attire. Very cool. I think these are the same milestones. I'm not going to repeat that.
Yeah.
The Pokemon debuts Roly-Poly, Carkle, and Colossal. It's going to be 25 Roly-Poly to evolve to Carkle, 100 to evolve all the way to Colossal. Wild encounters. We can encounter event-themed Pokemon such as Galarian Darumaka, Bergmite, Satotl, and more. You might even encounter Dedenne wearing holiday attire or Roly-Poly. Most of those can be shiny. The only one that can't is Roly-Poly. So get out there, get catching. Eggs. It looks like it is the same 7-kilometer eggs for raids. There is going to be a little bit extra and a little bit of a switch up. 1-star raids are going to have Alolan Sandshrew, Galarian Darumaka, and Roly-Poly. 3-star raids is going to have Galarian Mr. Mime instead of Hisuian Avalugg. But the Sudowoodo and Chargebug are still going to be there. Field research task encounters are going to have Stardust and encounters with event-themed Pokemon. Event bonuses for Winter Wonderland Saturday, December 27th, 10 a.m. to Sunday, December 28th at 8 p.m. local time. There's going to be no daily limit for how many Go points you can earn, so go crazy. Bonus daily quests for your Go Pass Winter Holiday 2025. And increased chance to encounter Shiny Eevee wearing a holiday hat from timed research tasks.
All right, I'm going
Go
ham.
crazy.
I'm going ham.
Crazy.
I'm going ham.
Timed research. There will be a free timed research opportunity available. And it will include XP, Stardust, and encounters with Eevee wearing a holiday hat. It does expire, so claim everything before Sunday, December 28th at 8 p.m. local time. You should be claiming it a lot sooner.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely looks fun. I think they're both pretty equal, but the second one with that bonus definitely gives it the edge.
That's right. That is right. So yeah, if you think part 1 was crazy with the customs and everything, now with Roly-Poly added to the mix and new other customs, I'm definitely going crazy with this thing. So it is what it is. So excited, not excited. I mean, I'm also always excited when it comes down to this holiday. Anyways, I already said that before. So also, I'm kind of glad everybody's helping me.
They make Christmas and Pokemon Go pretty loaded.
Yep. So thank you, Chris, for that information. And I lost the Google Doc. Give me a second.
It's hiding. It's cold.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. All right, here we go. All right, Community Day Classic. How about that? So we're going back to the rules of starters. Piplup is the Community Day Classic for January 2026, happening in January 4th, which is earlier than our regular Community Day for the month. Piplup will be the featured Pokemon. Of course, it can also have a special background. Evolve it all the way to its final evolution to no Hydro Cannon. Cool. Knowing that the classic actually also has special backgrounds does make this a little more valuable, but I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go crazy again for a starter I already have shiny off. Bonuses is the 1-4 hash distance when eggs are placed in incubators during the event. And says, of course, for 3 hours, snapshots and lore modules, all for the 1 hour and everything that we know about. So basically all the same information, just Piplup. That's all there is to it. At this point, I really don't have to go over this entire thing because it was already a Pokemon feature a few years back, but it's still pretty nice. Are you excited for Piplup to come back?
Yeah, I think Piplup is one of the strongest Pokemon that we've gotten from Community Days.
Okay. All right. That's not too bad when it comes down to it. I'm glad that that's the case for you, brother. I'm okay. I mean, I'll play it. And especially because it's a Sunday. So yeah, I really don't have anything else happening during those days. So I'll just play the Community Day Classic and just have some fun and everything. So we'll see. So alrighty. Well, that's that. I know I'm kind of screaming through that information, but of course it was that. And then we have the New Year's event. Go ahead, Chris.
Alrighty. New Year's. Ring in 2026 with Pokemon Go New Year's event. It will be starting Wednesday, December 31st, at 10 a.m. to Sunday, January 4th at 8 p.m. local time. Event bonuses are going to be 2 times XP from raid battles, 2 times Stardust from raid battles, and increased chance to encounter Shiny Pikachu wearing a top hat in the wild and in raids. And this top hat makes it look kind of like a magician to me. Explore with decor. There's going to be festive fireworks that will light up the skies, and they say they hope you'll enjoy the colorful decor. I enjoy fireworks. Wild encounters are going to include themed Pokemon such as Bulbasaur wearing a party hat, Jigglypuff wearing a ribbon, Hoot Hoot wearing a New Year's outfit, and more. You might even encounter Pikachu wearing a party top hat. All of which can be shiny, so good luck. Raids. 1-star raids are going to be Pikachu wearing the party top hat, Wurmple wearing the party hat. 3-star raids, Raticate, Nidorino, Gengar, and Wobbuffet, all in their party hat attire. Field research tasks will earn you Stardust, nothing else, so good luck. Daily field research. During the event, trainers will receive 1 bonus daily field research each day that will either award 1 lucky egg or 1 incense. Very cool. And a lucky exchange. The number of guaranteed lucky Pokemon a trainer can receive in a trade has increased from 35 to 45. So if you trade a Pokemon that has been in a trainer's Pokemon storage since 2020 or older, it is guaranteed to become a lucky Pokemon until the limit is reached. This change is permanent. Paid timed research. For $1.99, you'll be able to get timed research that will grant you 1 additional raid pass per day from spinning photo discs. So in my opinion, it already pays itself after 2 days.
Yep.
And then timed research rewards include the following: 2 premium battle passes, 3,000 Stardust, and encounters with Pikachu wearing a party top hat. So yeah, definitely an easy buy if you got the extra cash. New avatar item. The following avatar item will be available to purchase, and it is Blacephalon boots. Definitely stylish, not practical.
Right.
It doesn't look like it. And if you buy the Ultra ticket box for the New Year's event, you'll get an extra lucky egg. So yeah, buy it on the web store if you want that. Lucky egg.
Yeah, so pretty cool event. I mean, more customs for the end of the year, which is always nice. And it's nice that it's also all the way until like the end of the weekend when it comes out there. So you'll be able to play it around if you really have the chance to go about it. Everybody's gonna be crazy on New Year's anyway, New Year's Eve, but that's usually how the events go. Again, when a few of them, like, Eradicate New Reno, really don't really feel like I need to actually get all the shinies with the customs. I'm like, it's a May kind of custom kind of event, but there's a few here and there. The Pikachu, of course, being nice, but everything else is nice because they give you some amazing ways to earn other stuff, like the lucky eggs, the incense, research daily stuff, and everything. The lucky exchange is also nice that they increase for Pokemon's permanent from all the stories from 2020. I have a lot of 2020 Pokemons that I want to trade for luckies. I know that this whole 35 to 45 gift exchange is one of those. So it bears to differ how that really works. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm okay with this event. Just back-to-back events with just more things. It is the end of the year, so we definitely are in the midst of ending things around. So yeah, that's pretty much it on all the news, which is crazy that we had so many, but that's because we literally had all this news happen before we actually podcast last time. So I'm like, it's like, drop the bomb. Anyways, but yeah, I don't think there's much more information unless anybody else actually has any information. Chris, do you have anything else to add to our beautiful podcast today?
I feel like there's something, like just something minute, but yeah, I think we definitely had a huge amount to go through this week, so I'm not very sad about missing out on anything extra.
Yeah, and if we missed over something and anything else, we'll just discuss it next week anyways. Even if we don't have anything to discuss next week, and because we technically already have all the events until like next year anyway, so there's not much difference there. If not, we'll talk about some main series stuff because the Pokemon DLC Legend CA has come out and new megas are around, and that's fun to talk about. Also, TCG Pocket had just had its new trailer drop for the new set that comes out this Thursday. That'll be fun because there's new megas, Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. And then, of course, new stuff to collect. There goes my money again. But anyways, but that's pretty much it for the podcast today. I do appreciate it very much for everybody who has listened to the podcast. Make sure you join us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or any other podcast services feeds out there. Pickaxe Overlords are, of course, still there. Also, I got to change the image of transformations because it's not the Tales of Transformations anymore. Remind me for the next podcast. I was rushing to get things done. Social media, Pure Lighter Go, Pokemon Trigger, please, Purified Podcast. Please follow us on those channels as well. Email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com because we would love to feature in the podcast, if anything, so that way we can share and love our love for the game with you guys. Join our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people for us $1 a month for the patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. And then, of course, don't forget just forget to check us there at the network out there. So, Chris, take us away for the night.
Alrighty. It's been a lovely, lovely week, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys next week where hopefully we start getting the holiday goodness. So get out there, have fun, get your Poke storage ready, get your gifts and send them out. Open your gifts so we can send you some,
please,
and have a good one. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace out, guys.
Keep purifying, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.